Travis Hartanov's vocational journey began his junior year in high school when he and some friends learned to crochet hats. It took us an entire Saturday to complete our first hats, but from that moment on, we were hooked, Travis says. And so was the student body at Mount Spokane High School, where the friends started selling hats, initially for the pure fun of it, and eventually as a way to raise extra funds for senior prom. A local newspaper got wind of the young men's exploits and dubbed them the Crochet Kids. Hundreds of hats later, Travis and his two buddies headed to college. We were too busy to give our old hobby much time, he says, until all three had the opportunity to travel to developing countries during summer breaks. They were dismayed by the lack of opportunities for people in places like Uganda, and came to realize the acute need for employment and dignity. The kind of dignity, Travis says, that goes hand in hand with being able to provide for your loved ones. After talking with friends and family at home, Travis, his wife Leah, also a Whitworth grad, and his friends decided to teach Ugandan women to crochet. We could take a simple high school hobby, he says, and use it to transform lives by making it possible for a group of women to earn a living and provide for their families. In 2007, Leah, Travis, and the guys headed off to Uganda with yarn and hooks in hand. Our plan, says Travis, was to teach a small group of women to crochet. Then we would return to the U.S. with hats to sell to sustain operations. Our community back home gave money generously, in good faith that God's hand was holding up our dreams. Once in Uganda, the young men gathered their first group of students in a small cement room. The climax of my vocational journey rests in the memory of that day, Travis says. It was that day that a group of 10 ladies picked up our crochet hooks and yarn for the first time. It was that day that they realized there was hope for their futures. And it was that day that I realized that my life would never be the same. His Whitworth education served to help Travis realize his dreams. During my senior year, he says, I was involved in a business plan competition in which I was able to formalize what Crochet Kids International is all about. Everything from the marketing plan to the 5-year financial projections was detailed and planned out. Of course, college wasn't all entrepreneurship and academic pursuit for Travis and his friends. One of his favorite memories is late-night frisbee golf. The conversations and fellowship we shared while the campus was sleeping were always rich, he says. These were the conversations that shaped and molded my passions in life. Asked about his most important influences, Travis mentions his high school young life leader, Drew Strait, who planted the idea in my head to dream big. He always said, go big or go home. This has stuck with me to this day and has encouraged me not to settle for mediocrity. At Whitworth, Travis appreciated his relationships with professors like Dale Soden and Todd Friends. We said, were not just my teachers, they were my mentors. They had a life-changing impact on my vocation, and they helped to develop me into the person I am now. Today, Crochet Kids International employs 122 women in Uganda and 5 in Peru, and retails hats through top U.S. companies like Nordstrom and Volcom. But for Travis, he is most proud of being obedient and driven to a calling for his life. I feel a very strong calling to start a non-profit organization, he says, and God taught me that through Christ, all things are possible, even if the journey is not easy.